This right here is the Godox WEC KIT 2, a budget wireless mic system coming in as a 2-pair mic for only 99 euros. It plays in the same category such as this one from Rode called Wireless Go 2, which I am regularly using for outdoor shootings and interviews. Later in this video I'm going to compare both, but first we need to see what this one can do, so I'm going to record the whole video with it instead of my normal setup, the Rode NTG 4+. Setting this up was actually pretty easy. You just need to connect one of the two sending units to the receiver and plug this one in with the TRS cable into your camera. Or if you are recording with a smartphone, via the TRRS cable into this. Or if you actually have an iPhone of the newer generation which does not feature an audio jack anymore, you can get either a dongle from Lightning to USB-C and connect it via this, or directly via USB-C to USB-C for the iPhone 15 and probably newer. Now, these mics do sound pretty good on their own, and the range itself is also pretty good. It seems to be a standard with most of these wireless mics in the 2.4G range that they go out and about to roughly 200 meters. I'm not going to test that, but most often they cut out at exactly this range, and a number is more of a safety guide for you to see that these can give you a stable connection for most shorter ranges. Now let's quickly go into what you get inside of the package. I already talked about the cables. This also includes a USB A to C cable for charging and two windscreens for protection and usability in mildly windy conditions. And then you have this box which stores all of the accessories in one tidy small place. And my absolute favorite of the bunch, everything comes in a charging case which keeps all your mics and the receiver unit fully charged up to 3 times for 8 hours of individual use. This, in my opinion, is why you should actually get this. It has a single USB-C port at the bottom that charges all of your devices at once. I often had the problem with the Rode Wireless Go 2 that when I wanted to use them, they were not fully charged and I couldn't really see how much charge was actually left. This is eliminated here with the small display at the front showing you the charging status. Now, the mics itself are very small and lightweight, coming in at 12 grams per microphone. And this is only weighing roughly half of what the Wireless Go 2 weigh, which makes for a better fit on clothing without them dragging down your shirt too much. And the mics themselves also have a couple of features built in, such as the option to either record in mono or switch into stereo recording when you're only using one mic, which skips a step in post-production of you needing to double your mono channel for your videos. And there's also an integrated noise cancellation button on the mics, trying to push down surrounding noises to get your voice to the front. Now, even though the sound quality is pretty good, there are a couple of things I'm missing with this kit, especially for my kind of work I do, which doesn't necessarily hit maybe your specific use case such as YouTube video recording, but when it comes to shooting commercial work, there are 3 things in particular that I am missing, that should have been changed or at least included in the next one. First, there is no audio jack input on the mics themselves, so the only option is to actually use the mic as a recording source. In 90% of business use cases I'm using a pair of pretty good Rode lav mics which give crystal clear audio, which cannot be used with this setup. So that's actually a pretty big bummer for interviews and also a pretty big bummer for all of the TikTok mic holders out there. The second point also plays into the business role, and this is the super distracting branding which is blasted all over the mics. If I'm recording audio on a corporate job, I don't want my subject to be branded by Godox. So this is a very big no-go in terms of wireless mics, and why I always go for unbranded lav mics. If you want to use them in corporate work, you could use a bit of black gaffer tape and cover the logos, but that doesn't actually look that professional as well. And for my final negative point, these do not have kind of any internal storage. So if the connection gets interrupted with your camera, you are losing the audio that is recorded right now, no matter what. And this is also a big no-go when recording audio for your client. After that, let's hear a quick audio sample between the Godox WEC and the Rode Wireless Go 2. So this right here is audio coming from the wireless mic system Godox WEC. It is recorded directly into the mic and then into my Sony FX30, since this is a more often used camera for these kinds of mics than my Red Komodo. So this right here is audio coming from the wireless mic system Rode Wireless Go 2. It is recorded directly into the mic and then into my Sony FX30, since this is a more often used camera for these kinds of mics than my Red Komodo. Conclusion: the Godox WEC KIT 2 is a pretty solid wireless mic system that is very budget friendly with 99 euros and delivers good enough audio quality for non-business work, and should be used if you want to better your audio quality for your YouTube videos, or if you are a really small streamer or something similar. If you're interested, I packed a link into the comment section where you can actually buy it. So as always, my name is Leech and I'm off writing the next scripts. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. There are plenty more of this type of content and many other things available for you to watch. Have a great day, see you around, and goodbye.